I am an engineer, and I do, love being an engineer. I love building and creating things. So I will continue to do that. But also, I am a Reiki practitioner, and so this incorporates my need or desire, I should say, to help others, right, through energy work. So energy work is amazing. It really is. So it's scientifically sound. If you learn about quantum physics and quantum energy and exchange, there's a lot to kind of parallel the two between Reiki and quantum. So, for example, if you're sitting in a bathtub and it seems completely um, still, it's actually not. It is, if you look at it at a very close level, there's constant rotation within the water and as a circle. So they say everything revolves as a circle, right? So this is the universe, everything rotates, right? This is the planets, the solar system, everything rotates. So in water rotation, air rotation. So also within us, we have chakras that rotate, right? So everything involves rotation, right? So in harmony and peace and goodness. And when our chakras are somewhat not rotating like they should be, or one's, oversized or undersized, so they're not in harmony or in balance, then we have this thing called disease, right? Which so many, people obviously are aware of. No news there. But disease comes from the word dis-ease, which is dis-ease within the body, right? So in order to be healthy, we need to have balance and harmony within our chakras, within our body, right? So emotional turmoil or fear can also cause dis-ease within the body, right? So our minds can only hold so much information or so many emotions, right? So once our minds become cluttered and we kind of power through and say, wait, well, I need to go to work, I need to do this, I need to do that, let me just shove that emotion down because I don't have time to deal with it right now. So, which is a very, normal response, right? But what happens when we do that, it's held then within our bodies, within our organs, usually, right? Within our organs, within our body, within our lymphatic system. So it doesn't really, we feel like you're pushing aside the force going away. So no, you're just kind of ignoring it and burying it. And then, it creates just a negative emotion or energy inside of you that can then cause disease. Eventually, at first it may be just not operating, at the level that it could as far as any sort of organs or such. Some slight discomfort or, something that can manifest over a period of time. And so it's interesting. So from a scientific perspective, energy has no bounds, right? It can travel over time and space. So with Reiki, it can be done, person to person, which is fantastic, but it can also be done. So there's no restrictions, right? So I can be here and you can be in China and I can offer you Reiki. And so that's not just me. So any Reiki practitioner could offer you Reiki. And why do I say Reiki practitioner? So everyone has energy inside of them, right? Like everyone is born with this. So energy can be transferred, like a mother to a child or a husband or a wife, or just really anybody through some sort of caring act of, touching. When you have a wound, you automatically want to cover it with your hand. Same thing with your child. So you are kinetically sharing some of that energy. With Reiki, however, there's an attunement process that you go through in order to be a channel for Reiki, right? So you're not necessarily, the provider's not using their energy, although their energy, of course, they want to be able to keep that at a high level, but they're not necessarily using their energy, their bodies, right? They're attuned to the source energy. So remember, during my near-death experience, I talked about love and light, just rejuvenating me, filling me with peace and love and everything, and just absence of fear, absence of worry, absence of everything other than freedom, joy, and love. And so that's what that energy is that a Reiki practitioner is attuned to, that comes from the crown of the head, the chakra up here, and down towards the heart. And the really cool thing is the extension of the heart is actually the arms and hands. So once you're attuned to that energy and it is able to enter into your heart, then it can extend through your arms and hands, and then you're able to pass that energy on to your client. So, and there's been some really amazing experiences. Now, with that being said, the energy knows what is needed, right? Or your body knows, I guess I should say, what is needed. Your soul knows. So once that energy is passed, whatever it is that you need, right? So this is not me guiding things. Of course, you can say, oh, I'm having pain here or there. And I'll have intention to want to obviously resolve that pain or go to that area. But at the end of the day, it's really not me guiding any of the healing energy. The healing energy is a conduit, is passed through me or the Reiki practitioner, and then to the client, and the body knows what to do with it, right? So I've had client sessions to where I felt the energy go through. I felt certain things, but after I was done with the session, when I asked the client, what their experience was, it was completely different than what I thought it may have been. And, so I shouldn't think it may be anything, because I'm just providing the energy. So, and, there's just been some really amazing breakthroughs and experiences that have happened in people's lives since I've started this, and it's only just been a couple weeks. So yeah, it's been amazing, and it's so fulfilling. I'm so grateful to be able to provide this for others. There's so much pain in the world, and gosh, if I can be a conduit to help anybody, then I'm fulfilled, and that's fantastic. So I have a little Reiki mantra to pass on at the beginning of each day, or actually just whenever you think about it. It doesn't have to be a certain time. If you take your hands like this and put it towards your heart and close your eyes, take some deep breaths in, hold it into your stomach for 4 seconds, and exhale for 8. And do that for a cycle of 3 times. And repeat to yourself or out loud, for today I will not be angry. Inhale that in, and exhale that out. For today I will not worry. For today I will be grateful. So practice that every day, and even if you need to modify it to the next 5 minutes, whatever resonates with you. Remember, you have all the answers inside of you. You just have to be brave enough to look, and patient. So, love and light, everyone.